Hello everyone, this is the Smart #5 Brabus edition. I've never driven a Smart #5, so I'm very excited to test it out. If your company has electric cars as company cars, of course you want your employee to charge at home. It's cheaper for you and it's easier for the employee. Tronity has a software solution for you to know how much you have to pay your employee for charging at home. With the Fleet Manager you manage your employees and your cars. Tronity connects to the cars and knows exactly when the car is charging at home and how much. And then you get an easy monthly bill for your employee. If you want to know more, there's a link in the description below. I'm glad I'm here under the roof at citywide charging so I don't get wet. Let's go through the specs of this car. The Smart #5 you can have with two battery sizes, 76 kWh, usable is 74, an LFP battery. Can charge with 150 kilowatt, 30 minutes, 10 to 80%. And then you get a rear wheel drive, 340 horsepower motor, top speed of 200 kilometers an hour, 6.9 seconds 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. And the double LTP range is 465. The other battery is an NMC battery, 100 kilowatt hours, but 94 kilowatt hours can be used. You can charge with 400 kilowatt, 18 minutes from 10 to 80%. You can have a rear wheel drive motor, 336 horsepower, 6.5 seconds from 0 to 100. All wheel drive, 588 horsepower, 4.9 seconds. Or this Brabus edition with over 660 horsepower, 3.8 seconds to 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. And the Brabus edition can also drive 210 kilometers an hour. Unbelievable. The range then is on this car and the all-wheel drive version 540 kilometers double LTP, and the rear wheel drive 590 kilometers. All of them can tow up to 1600 kilograms. The trunk. You open the trunk, there's no button here, it's the A of the Smart logo. And when you press it, it takes a second till it does something. And then it opens pretty slow, and the closing is the same thing. When you press the button till something happens, takes a while, and it's not very high here. I'm not hitting my head, I'm 180 centimeters tall, I'm fine, but it's a bit low. And the same with the key, by the way. The key looks like this. And opening the trunk or the frunk, when you press it, it takes 1, 2, 3 seconds till something happens. We have a second floor where a lot of stuff fits. We have buttons here so that the rear seats go forward. We have an 12 volt outlet here, and you can close it here as well, which is nice. The trunk is an okay space, I like it. And with the frunk, I'm pressing, what is that, 2 seconds? So they really want to make sure you don't press it unintentionally. The frunk size is okay. I think 2 charging cables could fit in there, and a nice bag. And you just close it nicely. The charge port opens when you press the button here. Takes a bit till it opens up, but it can open up in the car, in the infotainment as well, but you still have the plastic thing for DC charging, and then you have the button here. On the rear seats, first of all, of course, I have window opening. I have an extra button for the opening of the door, which is in a weird position. I'm not the biggest fan. You have adjustment for the rear seats, which don't work. Only this one here works. So you can put the angle of your seat here. This thing here on the bottom doesn't work, doesn't do anything. We have seat heater, we have an extra speaker, we have extra speaker up here, we have a gigantic pocket, 2 USB-C air vents. You cannot control your climate here in the back. We have a middle armrest with cup holders and an extra thing. We have a light up here that you can move around, which is also nice. This seat is in my position, again 180 centimeters, 6 feet tall, and I have so much legroom and so much headroom. There's so much space here in the back. Unbelievable. And I can see on the right seat I can even move it forwards and backwards. The left seat here doesn't do that, but the right seat can do that. This button has to do that you can adjust the front seat, not the seat that you're sitting on. So you can press this button and then I can adjust the passenger seat so I have more leg room. Cool. So on the front seats, I have all my window control here, locking the same button to open the door, but now I can adjust the whole seat here. Angle and everything, height, and of course in the back. The button on the seat itself is just for my lumbar support. I have seat ventilation, seat heating. Down here I have my controls for the light and opening the trunk and the frunk. I don't have to do this in the infotainment system. I love that. And I also have an extra button for the panoramic roof closing, not in the infotainment system. Awesome, I like that. All the controls on the steering wheel we do later. I have two wireless charging for the phone, and I can switch them off. Two cup holders, a gigantic pocket here where you can put your phone, a charging card, and it will be cooled by the AC. And down here I have another pocket and two USB-Cs and a 12-volt outlet. Also the glove box opens with a button on the glove box, not something on the infotainment system. I like that. And here I can put some glasses in there if you need to. A little overview what we got in here. I'm gonna do a full software tour, but just so you know, on the steering wheel on the left we have our cruise control where in the middle you activate it. On top we have plus and then minus for 1 km/h steps. When you press it long, it's 5 km/h steps, and you have to press really long. We can turn off the whole cruise control, and here we have the steering assist that you can press, and on the right we have the distance that you can select 3 distances. And then on top here we have resume. And I'm assuming also that it takes the speed. You can do it automatically, or here just once take the speed that is allowed here. And then we have our menu where you can go through from your trip since last charging, last drive, and this drive, and then your tire pressure and your tire temperature, and then your G-forces. On the right, first there's music, then there's the Hello Smart navigation, and then you can do even when you navigate somewhere, have the whole navigation in your cockpit, which is so cool. Then we of course have next song, previous song, volume, voice command, and a favorite button, which is really important, what we get to in a second. On the left we have our stock for the blinker, the wiper in the rear, and of course the lights. On the right we have our gear selector. Down is drive, up, reverse, and press on the side. The main thing about those screens here, the right screen is for the passenger, but you can turn it off, and I have it set that after a minute it turns off if I'm not using it, because as a driver it's not needed. Very cool. When you want to drive, the favorite button can be your driving assist button. When you press it twice, and then you have to wait or press OK, and then it will take all of your assist systems that you like. So lane assist off, paying attention warning off, tired warning off, and of course the speed warning and stuff. You can save this all and just press this button twice, and that's it. That's really cool. You can scroll down for some favorites here. We have underneath home, all apps, car settings, everything about your seat, the climate, the temperature is also your climate settings where you can adjust everything, auto navigation, parking assist, music, 360-degree camera, which looks really great, and then your volume, and then the seats again for whatever reason, I don't know what I pressed, and then underneath you have a few things that you can move around wherever you want. I have the music here, and the background here you have the car, and then you have also open frunk, trunk, open the charge port. But this background can be a few different things, again, like the navigation or something else, or a picture. We're gonna go through this in the full tour. And then here on the left you can turn this off if you don't need it. We have maximum defrosting, the rear, drive mode, And we have another car setting thing that you can switch on and off here. And we can turn the climate on and off here, which is also cool. One thing that I noticed right away, and I would love if I could change that, but I didn't find anything, is the blinker noise, the loudness and what it sounds like. So for driving, you can set a lot of things. The steering can be in auto, light, or standard, I think. You have a lot of drive modes. You can set the Regen in many levels. There's what is it called? S pedal, where you shouldn't have to use the brake pedal. It should be one pedal driving, but it isn't. I tried it a bit. The Regen is not very strong. So I have it now in high, and for high it's good. But for me it's not one pedal drive. It's a tiny bit too weak for one pedal drive. I have to use the brake pedal a lot, and I'm not when I'm driving extremely fast. I mean just normal. Overall, for this being the Brabus edition, very sporty, it's not uncomfortable. So driving it is nice. I like it. Steering, I have it now in auto. I like this the best. When I drive a bit faster, it adjusts it in a better way. I like that. The power is incredible in the Brabus edition. All-wheel drive over 650 horsepower. Oh my God. And especially when you drive a bit faster, so from 130 on and then you press it, is still accelerating like crazy. Awesome. Cruise control, I press the button. Of course you get a sound. What would it be without a sound? What distance do I have? I have it on 3, let's put it on 2. Steering assist is on, and like I said, I can adjust it. But to put it higher, you have to press, and now it goes up. It takes 2 seconds, so from 85 to 100 takes this long. That's a bit too much for me. But I can turn it off, resume. That's nice. I'm gonna do an extra video on the acceleration, an extra video on the power drive of the top speed and everything. But I'm going on the highway now for the 130 test, what it feels like. What the sound level is, even though it's raining right now. So what I noticed with this car, first of all, even the brake you can adjust. It can be normal or sport. And in normal, when you're driving slow and you press the brake just a tiny bit, it grips really strong. So you really have to get adjusted to it, that you use it very sensitive. And when you drive faster and you need it, the brakes feel a bit weird. I'm not sure, there's a sound, I don't know if it hasn't been used, which I doubt because it's the Brabus edition. I'm pretty sure a lot of people drive it fast and then have to brake strong. 130, the speedometer is 2 kilometers an hour off. It's perfect that the rain stopped. It's very nice and quiet. Almost no wind noise. Almost no tire noise, a bit of a rumble. Very nice. And when I use my cruise control here, very nice. How the steering assist is in cruise control, we're gonna see in the range test. The steering overall is not the best. I don't know, I find it a bit imprecise, and especially it doesn't matter if it's in auto, even if it's not in auto, but it changes its strength a lot. So you feel, okay, I have a lot of power, now not, even though not a lot of has changed, and that's sometimes a bit weird and doesn't feel nice. So there will be a lot of videos about this car, of course, since it's new to me, a lot of things that I don't know. I want to do a night video, infotainment system, acceleration, like I said, power drive, all the range tests, long distance tests, charging, all of that. Overall, I find this car interesting. It doesn't seem to be perfectly designed. I see a lot of few things where I'm saying, I could have done a bit better, but overall, it does more than I thought it could do. I'm excited about the charging, I'm excited about the long distance tripping and so. The power is incredible, but if you don't need the power, the normal all-wheel drive or even the rear-wheel drive is already fine. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, but that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.